Good. Guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been a while since I made a video on upgrading the Roscoe 9.
He ain't lying.
Now the Roscoe 9 has been upgraded. I just haven't made videos about it. You guys can see I'm in a completely different space right now. I'm in the process of moving, so making videos is kind of hard, but my friend allowed me to shoot in his garage, which I don't know, maybe I could have been better outside, I don't know. But this is my 2023 Roscoe 9. It's pretty much an enduro hardcore hardtail. 59 degree head tube angle, which I've changed it more. Running 203s back in front of the rotors, running Saints brake. It's a freaking beast. It's made to go downhill, and it's not really good pedaling uphill. But we're about to do some upgrades to it. Now you can always tell a Roscoe by the paint job. It has like this cream navy to an olive to splatter all over there, and yet I still have never seen one on a trail. I've seen other Roscoes, but I've never seen a Roscoe 9, and this is not even a Roscoe 9 no more. It's more of a 10, maybe even 11. Now, I don't want you guys to get me wrong. The way the bike comes from the factory is phenomenal. You really, if you just want to ride your bike, don't touch it. It's great just the way it is. But if you want to start pushing it further and you feel like you're advancing more on the bike, then go ahead and make a change. Change your tires, maybe change your brakes, maybe change your bars. The Fox Rhythm fork that it comes with, phenomenal. But if you're someone like me, you can't leave stuff alone. You want to keep modifying it to your liking. So I don't know if you guys checked out my last two videos where I rode at Burn Peak and DuPont. Ooh, look, chunky. Great time. Loved it. The bike did great. I have the Cush core in the back. Never once did I hit my rim, and I was running 20 PSI. I think I was running 20 PSI. Yeah, running 20 PSI in the back. Went over the most gnarliest rock gardens and never ever hit my rim. So yeah, Cush core, awesome. But the bike did suck climbing. I don't know why. It was either me or it was the bike. I'm pretty sure it was the bike, but it just sucked climbing. Which brings me to my next thing. We are going to be changing the rotors. We are going to be taking the XT rotors off. The back is 203, the front is 203. We are going to be changing them to TRP. Now, why I'm going to be doing that is because the TRP, I got the 2.3 thickness on there. Now the XT rotors, they are 1.8 to 1.9. So, and they're easier to warp than the TRPs. The thicker you go, the harder it is to warp. So these are the TRP rotors that we're replacing the XT rotors with. So if you ask me, these look a lot nicer than the XT rotors. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the XT rotor off. We're gonna weigh them compared to the TRPs to see where they come in at. Some people said the TRPs are just a little heavier than the XT rotors. All right, let's go ahead and open it up. It comes with the screws. They already have Loctite on them. Don't need those. These look a lot better than the XT rotor. We'll go ahead, take the old XT rotors off, do a side-by-side, but then we'll weigh them. All right, guys, please forgive me. This is not my location that I usually film at, so I'm on the ground, so bear with me. So you guys can see the TRP rotor. No, don't be touching that surface unless you're gonna clean it off with some alcohol. You know what? This reminds me more of a motorcycle rotor. And the Shimano XT rotor. I can tell you right now, this is lighter. Yeah, this is definitely lighter. So let's go ahead and put them on the scale. All right, we got the scale down. Let's go ahead and turn it on. We're gonna be doing it in grams. All right, XT rotor, this is 203 millimeters. 168 grams. Now the TRPs, I tell you right now, are a lot heavier. And this is also 203 millimeters. 234 grams. Now let's see if I can get a comparison of thickness. Yeah, see that? you definitely can see it on top. Let's go ahead and throw this on the Roscoe. So I'm not going to be using the bolts that came with the rotors or the screws, whatever it is, the ones that already have Loctite on there. I'm going to reuse my titanium bolts. I'm going to have to apply thread locker on them again. Let's go ahead, give it a nice amount on each one. That's all you need. So now we got the TRP rotors on. They look good. I think they look a lot better than the XT rotors. Now, I guess a penalty could be that they're just heavier. Now, I do see a lot of downhill riders using TRP, and I believe they're $15 cheaper than the XT rotors. Oh, they look a heck of a lot better. All right, let's go ahead and put them on the bike. All right, guys, moment of truth. Want to see if it fits in there without me having to realign the caliber. Go ahead and put the through axle back in. All right, let's give it a spin. All right, it's rubbing a little bit. That's kind of to be expected because it is a thicker rotor. Let me see something. So it's rubbing on the outside pad. It's not rubbing on the inside, so I bet you I can just make an adjustment. Loosen this up just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. All right, so what we're gonna do now, you wanna hold the front brake as tight as you can. Try to make it align. It's still rubbing. Oh, not as bad as it was. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it just like that. It's barely touching, but the contact point is like, it's like that, barely touching it. Does that not look way better than the XT rotors? So the back is pretty much gonna be the same procedure as the front. I might have to adjust the brake caliber so it lines up with the rotor. Just a little more difficult in the back because you gotta get your derailleur and everything lined up. So yeah, it's definitely a little more difficult. The back, and there goes my stuff. Put your through axle back in somewhere on there. Let's tighten it up. Get a derailleur go. Okay, it's definitely tight on this one. Let's go ahead and readjust the caliber, realign it pretty much. See if that helps. If it doesn't help, let's go ahead and hit the brakes. It's rubbing against the washer. That's what's happening. See these little washers right here where they align the caliber up right? That's what it's hitting. Because I don't think I even need them on the rear. That's better just by taking them off. Yeah, you can see where it was rubbing against. Yeah, see? I don't know if you guys can see that. See where it's rubbing? That's better. That is a lot better. So how they look, guys. I think they look freaking amazing. I hope they brake as good as they look. Way better than the STs. I mean, they look way better than the STRs if you ask me. There we have it, guys. My TRP rotors on my Roscoe 9. Now I know what you're probably all thinking. You guys, dude, you live in Florida. You don't need brakes like this. You're right, I don't. Matter of fact, I used to ride with one brake here on every trail just fine. But I do like to occasionally go up north, and I'll be going up north again shortly. So I want brakes that can stop. And plus, me building my Roscoe 9 gives you guys ideas what to do with yours.
He's out of line, but he's right.
All right, guys, this is where I'm going to end the video. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. You guys know what that means. It's over.